Hello again, friends and fans. Raptor here, and welcome back to the beautiful city of Raptoria as we've made some great strides. Off camera, I've made some big improvements, so thanks to your support, we continue to grow. I want to go over everything that we've done here in the meantime, but thank you everybody for showing your support, cheering me on, and of course everybody always asking for things to be fixed or changed, and me saying, alright, I'll do it at 1,000 likes. Well, you guys have done it every time. So to recap, we've changed some of our wonderful fishing docks to the direction that they should be put. I fixed the, looks like one of the cathedral towers was a taller tower than the other, so we leveled that off, and the bridge is nearing completion, which means we're almost ready to continue the construction of the Lord's Manor here, finish off the monastery on the other side over there, and we've made a lot of big improvements to a huge amount of our problems. Our happiness went up to about the mid-80s there. You can see that there's still a gargantuan number of people without things that they need. So to go over a few things that I've experienced in my experience here, I want to reiterate some of the troubles that we've been having and what I've been trying to do to resolve them, but how they continue to still be a problem. So for example here, we see a lot of people still building homes, and there's been a lot of home constructions going on as I was off camera for a little while. There's been some new homes built everywhere. I've been trying to get fountains to get more people to build homes, but it seems like at this point, no matter the desirability, which in most cases seems to be pretty good, you can see here there's some pretty good desirability around there, as I improve things, a lot of these fields are empty for a long time, and a home will not be constructed until there's 5 or more villagers lacking a home. So it seems like we're always going to have 4 villagers lacking a home no matter what, and then as soon as it goes to 5, then the game seems to trigger a new home construction, and then somebody becomes a homeowner. The next thing is we've done a huge number of changes to our food. I've increased the number of mills that we have, I've increased the number of bakeries that we have, and I've increased the number of people working in the food industry there, not to mention gathering huts. I built a ton of gathering huts, a lot of gathering huts, pretty much everywhere, and as you can see here, we've got 120 berries. I've also constructed a ton of new markets, and been trying to assign people as soon as I have the employees. They're coming in, but seems like we're out again. But I've been trying to sell as many berries everywhere that I can. I put a market here, and I've tried to continue to build markets every so often along the path. So you can see that there's markets, for example, there and here. So really not more than 1 hexagon between towns that need a marketplace. I think we're building some over here too, yeah. And we'll have to assign all the goods to it. So we've made some huge progress, and the bridge should be completed today as well. So we're trying to distribute clothing as much as we can. You can see that we had like 20, I don't know, look, it jumped back up to 45. We're trying to sell as many clothes as I can, and it just kind of seems to fluctuate no matter what I do. So I've tried everything that I could. I took some of your advice too, but it just seems like, for example, villagers lacking food goes down to 25, then springs back up to 84, and then same with the clothes. So there seems to be something going on. Also, I shut down a lot of these warehouses, and that seems to have, interestingly enough, improved supply distribution. I experimented for a few hours now. I did this about 2 hours, where I've been turning things on and off to experiment. So this seems to be the best way that things are going. So I don't think this is how the game is meant to be experienced when it's a finished product. I'm sure the warehouses and a lot of those markets are supposed to be more efficient, but since they're inefficient, we have to quadruple down on the amount that we have. And as you can see, I've done nothing, and it seems like clothing is fixing itself. So I don't know. Regardless, we're trading, we're building, and we're having a good time, and that matters most here in this game. So let's go ahead and tuck in some of these walls here and get things ready. I'm going to try to build a few things here today and have a little bit more fun in building our wonderful little empire. I've really been having a lot of fun in this game, despite our challenges and things, you know, being a little quirky sometimes. We gotta enjoy it. It's a lot of fun. It's been a fantastic game so far, and I've just really loved it. So thank you for watching all of these episodes, everyone. It's just been an absolute hoot to play through the game and to experience all the triumphs and trials and tribulations that we've had throughout the entire gameplay series, I must say. Now, we've pretty much unlocked all the buildings in the game, too, aside from just one last building being required, being the weaponsmith, and that really just would give us a lot of money if we were to sell that. But our biggest problem is we're going on military quests quite frequently for the king, and we just don't have enough storage for our gold, so that's why we're building the large manor up there. So, I want to know from you, what do you think we should build here? Should we build a fortified city here? Do you think we should add on to the manor here? Do you think that we should build ourselves another fortress here, and then perhaps another church over here? What do you guys think would be some of the good ideas? There's a lot of nice space on the top, a lot of good flat land up on the top to build. And we're trying to extend over here into some of these places too. Desirability looks pretty good. Like I mentioned, I'm just not able to, even if I put down a fountain, I can lead the people to water, but it seems like no matter what, we'll always be at 4. But at least if we get our happiness in the high 70s, but more importantly mid 80s, that seems to be about the best that I can do at this moment. I also saw some comments saying after around 300 people, the game becomes very difficult to manage all that type of stuff. And that's true. In fact, it's easy to grow the city, but to cater to their needs is a different thing. Like, I can continue to make buildings down the road all day. And so to make a bigger city is one thing, but to care for their needs is a little different. They got to be smart. Like, for example, some people saying I needed more warehouses. Well, that doesn't explain why there's 100 wheat here, yet there's no wheat here. Like, how come the farmers or the windmill operators aren't able to take it down there? And the warehouse personnel don't necessarily transport something unless they actually work with that material. So just because a warehouse exists doesn't mean that there's anybody doing anything with it. Kind of quirky, but it's all good. The biggest thing, though, is our bridge is almost complete. We've got about 462 stone left to get, so we're just over 100 more stone remaining, and then we will have ourselves the bridge complete. I did make that a top priority, too, so we should see some more people working there. And it's good to see some homes upgrading. Hopefully that allows more storage. Not necessarily, though. Like, for example, here, this house holds 2 people, but then, again, some homes over here hold, like, 4 or more. Yeah, based off of... Oh, that's interesting. Capacity 4, but there's only 3 people here? That's interesting. Capacity 4, and there's only 3 people. That's very interesting, actually. Okay. Well, regardless, let's keep on trucking. So, yeah, again, thanks everybody for all the support and cheering me on. And, again, game's not complete. It's literally an alpha. It's not even in the beta stage. So, all things considered, it's looking quite good. I was excited. You all seemed very excited to see the bridge under construction, too. And I'm really proud that we actually were able to kind of make it symmetrical and look really good. And I think it's just going to be great once it's complete. Plus, then we can start building the manor, where workers from over here, all that stone and such, can come right over here. You'd think, by the way, that all the stone that's being stored here would be able to be brought right over directly, but it seems like that's not the case. I could build warehouses forever to store grain. It's just not getting to where it needs to go. So I guess the easiest thing is to get berries, as berries don't really require any sort of step. Bread does, and sells for a much higher price, but berries and fish, for example, are easily sold there. Oh, look at that, 40 fish being sold there, too. Good, I'm glad to see fish being such a ample resource for our people. Alright, let's try to... Oh, looks like we got... Yep, this market's completely full, so it's just on them to keep gathering resources. Yeah, I think even if we had 1,000 of every material in storage, it still wouldn't be enough. Alright, I'm not seeing anyone coming around to do the bridge, though it is obviously being constructed. Otherwise... Oh, there we go. They're going down there to construct it. And looks like they're delivering it one at a time. Looks like 13 more being brought over. Okay, so we're making some pretty big steps, just not a lot of people working on that. I have paused all of our other construction projects, like, for example, the windmills up there. The manor's on pause. I think the only thing being constructed now is whenever a house is going down. We've also asked for the church to be held off on until we've got a lot more material. I wanted to make sure all the stone went directly to the construction of the bridge. And we have 121 people working on that. I think I also reassociated some builders to focus on becoming gatherers. So let's take a look at our workplace list and make sure we've still got that. I've also got a lot of markets that are empty, but that's all for food. So we better make sure we've got foragers gathering all the food first before we sell something that doesn't exist. Alright, well, so far so good. And we're out of workers again. Alright, so that's 2 more full gathering posts working. At least the happiness went up, I must say. I'm really happy about that. So I think we'll probably end up building a fortified city here. I think would be the nicest looking thing that we could do. And I think if people come into the village, I don't want them coming this way. Maybe we should make this land all... I'd like people, if they come in, it'd be really nice if people walked down here under the bridge and then into the town that way. So I think in order to do that, we just have to buy some territory. And I think we'll get some free land, as we now have an envoy here again. So let's click on him and go on another military quest, which continues to give us free space. I've also purchased a lot of space around here too, so if you think you missed a lot from a previous episode, again, this is just after the construction of the bridge, after the starting of the construction of the bridge, so you haven't missed anything. It was just me tinkering in the background. Oh, yes. Good. The bridge is almost complete. That is absolutely epic. Alright. Now, I've also asked for the loggers to cut down the rest of these trees, too, so we can make a fortified city up here. So, hopefully, they'll be able to walk over. It's quite a distance, but they've mostly been able to cut down all these forests. And I'd hate to rebuild a logging camp and then do it all over again and again and again. Okay, looks like most of the forests have been cleared. Trying to clear out the top area up here. That should be okay, and then these forests too. I want to try to make as much room for residential homes as we can. Funny how it's always staying at 4, isn't it? Okay, troops are regrouping and they're going out. I want to see this bridge be completed. It is at 371 out of 462, so we're less than 100 away now. And 18 is being brought over. Hopefully we see that completed quite quickly. And then, of course, the manor. So let's go ahead and get ready to cordon off some areas. I don't want anybody working around or walking around some of these areas. So let's forbid the land here to be tread on. Hopefully no one comes through these areas. I'd like them to go through here. There we go. I'd like all the people who visit our town to come through directly underneath the bridge. Hopefully they do. I don't want them doing something crazy walking up the side of the mountain. Hopefully they don't do that. Okay, let's see where we're at now. Well, at least food and clothing are looking as good as they can. The high 70s is pretty good for where we wanted to be. I did get up to the mid-80s before, too, so whatever I was doing was working, despite how incorrect it may seem. The results are, the proof is in the pudding, I guess. Alright, back to the workplace list. How many builders do we have exactly? I guess it doesn't say, because they technically don't have a workplace. Oh, good, the last of the forgers. Okay, so just a few more berries to gather. We're at 1,300 out of 1,000. Or rather, that's how much we're in debt. Luckily, that mission will complete. And money is really of no concern at the moment. It continues to fluctuate based off of upkeep and royal taxes for territory. And then buildings such as the church, for example, have an upkeep of 80. But then all of our people buy all their food and we get all that money back. So it's not too bad. Almost have a population of 300. Very proud of that. And I can't wait to see nobody use this bridge, because that's probably exactly what will happen. No, of course. They will use it. And we could probably start putting our residential buildings up here, too. Probably requesting that people move in. Desirability, of course, is low, but as we put more and more things up here, such as the marketplace, wells, and maybe another small church, that'll increase the desirability. And we'll probably be keeping the stone cutters here, too, because they're quite useful, especially here. So would you look at that, another home completed, and we're still at, oh, we're at 6, yep, see, then the house is built when we're at 6, so that'll probably go back down to 4, but homes only seem to be built whenever it's over 4, so they're certainly building more homes. I hope somebody builds a house here. That's where I'd want to live, right next to the fountain. I don't know why nobody's chosen that area. Okay, the bridge. Oh man, it is almost there. Yes, just 62 more stone and we are good to go. These two are already working on building the remaining portions. Now we do have a lot of builders out there still, even though it doesn't seem like it. So I'm going to unpause some of our construction requests. So let's go ahead and try to build the church down here. Religion never seemed to be a problem anymore. I don't see any more issues with it, but this will make certain of it. So we have our standard church, our cathedral, and then we'll have a rustic church over there, which some people said they didn't like, but I find it to be quite charming. We'll unpause the construction over here too, and we'll continue on constructing everything now that the major bridge construction is almost complete. So we'll try to build everything at once. We do have quite a few builders in town. In fact, I think if we take a look at the village, is it the villager list to see builders? Yeah, you can see a whole number of builders there. So that's good to see. And anybody who's new can probably go on foraging. So as you can see, yeah, we've got 100 berries, 100 food, and 41 bread. Yet, 88 people somehow not able to get food. And it doesn't matter if I build more and more markets, but there's only one berry there. Well, that doesn't fix the problem. So it's all good. It's kind of like a meme now. Alright, 407 out of 462. Weren't we at like 417 or something a minute ago? Okay. Well, we do get a new territory from the king, so that's good. So we can actually purchase this land down here. Oh, you can actually see people taking the road. Cool. Alright, where should we buy some more land? Maybe down here would be good. Nice forested area, although here would be good for more iron. Though we're still having the same problem where our coal is not being able to be delivered to the ironsmith, even though it's directly next to a coal hut. Hey, despite all the small issues, though, we're kicking butt, aren't we? I feel like I just want to buy this land here. We could actually make something down in this valley. We could build some more homes down here, so let's do that. We'll save that for homes. Alright, the bridge is at 407 out of 462. And I think we probably started construction on the church over here. Yep. Rustic church is well underway of its construction. Not much materials needed for that at all. Good. And I hope we made a lot of polished stone with all this extra time of us having the monastery and other things paused. Ooh, the monastery's looking beautiful. I'll be adding on to this too. This is nowhere near complete. A few people were concerned, saying it didn't really look that good or that it was complete. Well, of course not. We've got all this territory to build in, and I'm going to do it as soon as I can finish up the main building. Hopefully that'll help us out. Okay. So let's take a look then at our workforce. We've got more people working here. Where do we need some jobs? I think adding some more bakers would be good. The bakers seem to actually be functioning. Charcoal huts don't seem to be doing the thing, whatever they're supposed to be doing right now. And I'll add some more people to the food stalls. And we're out of workers again. So hopefully that'll help our food problem too. Clothing is still an issue, but yeah, still 4 villagers, huh? Well, regardless, we're building some beautiful buildings. Little row of trees with the church being constructed. And we finally reached 300 population. Today needs to be a celebration. Let's get some round of applause down below in the comments section. If you put up that little clap emote, I'm going to heart your comment, because today is a big day. Plus, we are almost done with the bridge. And it looks like they're bringing over about another almost 40 extra stones. So the bridge should be completed momentarily. I hope they can gather the stone from here. It's very close by. I think this game needs to do resources differently. I think there should be a stockpile building where everything can be gathered. And then there should be like a transporter or worker barracks like this, where they can transport stuff. So it'd be nice in the game to have like one huge area for stuff to be stored. And then, you know, if the baker needed wheat, he could go to the storehouse. If the weaver needed wool, then they could go to the storehouse. That'd be nice to make a central area for all the buildings to go around. I think they could probably approach the economics of this game a little differently, because I haven't really done much aside from adding more and more people to working on food, and yet we have less food. So I don't know. It's all good though. I don't mind it. I want to build bridges and see the town grow. Not really many people are leaving or complaining too much, even though they apparently are unhappy. So that's all just a game mechanic behind the scenes. Alright, church is almost done. That's one of our next big buildings, including the monastery, which is even bigger than that. Oh, it's looking really nice. Look at that. Wow. We're going to have to definitely add on to some of these buildings here. 135 berries. Look at that. And 0 over here. I don't know if they have a max that they can sell. I'm curious how that works. Even if I double down on berries, seems like 007, even though we've got 150 in storage. I don't know. And we're not even storing any here at this warehouse. I'll hire some transporters and see if some berries can be brought over. But I don't know if it'll make much of a difference. We'll see. Okay, so now we gotta start getting some money. We're having some huge upkeep costs as we need to make way for more of our military goals. I think at this point, if we complete military conquest and if we're able to store all that stuff. Also, I have a lot of imports going on because I want to try to build stuff rather than export stuff. I wonder, the biggest thing we could probably export is weapons when we get there. But what else do we have a lot of? Maybe planks we could sell. Although I probably want to keep a lot of those. Let's sell all above. Let's try to keep 200. And there we go. Okay. So we will sell all above 200, which means we'll be selling 83 of them. Alright. And the bridge. Oh my goodness, it looks complete. They just need to put some finishing touches on it. Look at that. What a bridge. That is epic. Alright, 20 more stone needs to be delivered and they're good to go. More people are being brought to the city. Take a look at what we got. Let's keep going with foragers. Oh, no more employees. Foragers are definitely who we want to go with. That's going to be the best way to do that. Looks like some construction has begun at the Lord's Manor too. So construction is going to be slow as we're finishing major projects. The monastery, the Lord's Manor, and the rustic church all being constructed at the same time. Luckily we've got most of the materials we need here aside from tools. But it looks like we've got 49 out of 38, so we should be good. And it looks like we got more than enough stone too. So that should be done shortly. Alright, let's take a look at the bridge. Oh, look at how epic that is. What an entryway into the city. Look at that. If you were working down here, you'd see the bridge off in the distance. That is so cool. Love that. So we're definitely going to have to wall the city off. Hopefully some people start moving in up here. Good. I've also built a lot of Tailors Shops too. And an interesting thing is, for example, we have a tailor here. And there's no textile but 10 clothing. But there's 56 textile sitting here. So I'm not sure if they're not able to make more because there's too many clothes sitting there, or what the deal might be. But we have a warehouse across the street that's accepting those clothes, so there should be no excuse. It should be functioning. Oh, 304 people. Good. Ooh, look at that. Actually, we're doing quite well. Only 15 people need food, and oh, okay. That's making some good improvements. I hope these two figure out to where to get some stone. So the bridge is pretty much complete. Even if it were done, I don't think a lot of people would be using it at the start here. Maybe a few people to get over to this side, but I think we should build a wooden bridge down here too. Let's do that. Or should we build another stone bridge? If we build a stone bridge, it's going to need a support in it. And it's probably going to look bad. Stone bridges seem to like to have a support in the middle, so maybe we can go for a wooden bridge. Yeah, a little shorter. There we go. Oh. There, that would be good with me. Alright, and that'll allow people to get across the river without having to go into town. Especially if I build some towns on either side of the valley here. So that'll be nice. Good. I also think the Lord's Manor might allow us to collect more taxes, because we are building a tax building and a bailiff office, so I'm not sure what that'll do for our tax income. But we'll see. Maybe people have to pay legal fees or something and also taxes. Hopefully that's something good. Alright, what do we got for the unemployed? Looks like we have 2 people unemployed. So we will focus on more foragers. And there seems to be 1 more needed. And then we should be maxed out. Excellent. Okay. And the bridge Oh, there we go. The final bit of stone is being brought up. What? That said... Now we're 40 away? That's strange how that number changes. We were at like 370 something out of like 417 or whatever the number was, and now it's changed again. Weird. I can hear construction going on. Must be at the bottom. Anyway. Windmills over there. I'm really glad we kept some of these forests here. It really helps to divide the city and make it not look too clumped. Oh, there we are. The church is almost done. How much remaining on that? A few more tools, a few more of everything. Couple more stone, 10 more planks, and about... well, then again, the number could change knowing these. I better not get too predictive of that and say it's almost done. Could be another 10 years for all we know. Okay, let's see. So yeah, this area is working real well with all the stone. That's providing pretty much all the stone in the town. 2 new villagers joining. Also, this little bridge was completed. I think that looks just cute. Love that thing. Just adorable. Let's build a little bridge up here. I mean, wall on the other side of the bridge. Gonna try to make something that looks like an intersection. And it looks like our envoy is here again to let us know that there's another conflict going on for the king. So we'll deploy those troops and get that money. So I think in the long run having a bigger treasury will help us. There we are. All the soldiers are going out on a mission. Alright. Now what are we up to? I want to celebrate that bridge so bad. Oh, looks like they're less than... I don't want to say anything. All right, we'll see it done soon. I don't want to jinx it. All right, good. Yeah, and our money's negative because of all the trade we're doing to try to make up for all the lack of whatever materials that can't be brought across the street or whatnot. Oh, look at that. People passing through town. That's interesting. Well, there we go. That looks nice. Okay, plenty of food, plenty of clothes. 75% happiness. I'm happy with that. Would like to see it up around 80. Technically, we should probably be up at probably around 100. Maybe like 98%, considering what we're providing. But it's all about the delivery. We need Jeff Bezos here to help us figure out our delivery problems. Okay, we've got ourselves the Lord's Manor halfway under construction, complete. Just a little bit more work to be done here. At the bridge, and have we started the wooden bridge? No. Wooden bridge has not started construction at all. Also, I built additional windmills. Seems like I saw 3 of them rotating at one time, so I guess the goal is if you want to produce 3 windmills full of grain, you've got to... if you want to make that much flour, you got to build 2 times as many windmills. And another house was completed. Yep, makes sense because the villagers are at 6. They won't build unless it's over 4. 2 more people joining us. Good. Let's find out and see if I hadn't assigned everyone yet to a forger. 1 more. Good. So that should be everybody assigned to forging. So let's make sure we got everyone at the good stalls. Let's see. Was that good? That one? Alright, that looks good. Alright. So this man is bringing over the apparently 6 remaining stone to finish, or well, rather the female number 1,426,000 or whatever the number is, and the church is almost complete too. Oh, yes. Perfect. All right. Literally just finished. Excellent. So that can attend for 95 people, so that should never be a problem in town anymore. We have a capacity of 115 plus 95 plus, what is this, 200? 162. And then I don't know if the monastery has any capacity when it gets done. Probably not, but that is great. And the houses are upgrading too. Wonderful. Hopefully this adds the desirability. Oh yeah. Let's add some decorative trees back here. Hopefully that'll increase some of that desirability, but it seems like they'll build whenever they want. Like, for example, up here, they should be able to tuck a home in somewhere. But it doesn't matter. Alright, the bridge is pretty much complete too, so we'll celebrate that. Just one more builder needs to come over with some stone. Looks like somebody's already on their way. And the monastery is nearing completion too, just this little section of the wall. Perfect. So it looks like they just need about, well, quite a bit more polished stone, but mostly more regular stone. And our missions are back. Soldiers are back from the mission. Mission complete. Good job. And how are we doing at the manor? Oh, looks like most people are working on the manor today. Good. And 2 more people joining the village. Wow, we made some very big strides today. Happiness is good. 8 villagers needing a home. That means a house must be under construction. Yep, there it is. Still sticking with my rule. I wonder if we can reach that iron there. I hope so. Just need a little bit more stone, and then we are good. And excellent. We've got that free territory too from the king. I think we should just buy this land here. There we go. The only land I haven't really bought now is in the middle of the river because it's just kind of like a waste. But let's just buy it anyway. Just so we can have peace of mind and not seeing yellow lines in the middle of our territory anymore. We'll buy this land too at some point. I wonder how our people... Hold on. How are new people coming into the town? I see footpaths. Oh, and it looks like bridge construction is continuing for the wooden bridge. I've got 1 million builders, but it looks like they're mostly focused on... Okay, let's go ahead and do some extraction now. There we go. Alright, so we'll have ourselves an entryway to the town via underneath the bridge. And then this seems to be more of the external territory out there, which is why we have defenders here to watch over the road or this area here where they can enter too. Wow, kind of cool. How many people are working at the monastery? No, 2 people. Okay. And it looks like this person's... Robin is finally bringing the last 2 stones needed to finish up the big stone bridge. We can finally open it. I still think people will walk from that way, though. Hopefully they also use the... Oh, it looks like they're approaching the bridge from both ways, so we should be good there. Okay, let's also work on assigning some jobs. So let's work on the markets now. Okay, happiness is... Oh, look at that, down to 9. Haven't really done much. 40 still on the close, even though we've had big imports. And the stone bridge is finally completed. Ladies and gentlemen, yes, we've done it. The big stone bridge finally done in this episode. Fantastic. That's a big monument. Oh, look at that. And people can actually... Oh, they are using it. Oh, I thought it would just honestly be more for looks. It doesn't work well, but it's just for looks, kind of like me. Let's see here. Oh yeah, the Lord's Manor is going to be complete in no time. The only thing really needing to go on is tool delivery. And it seems like some people are already bringing that. Oh man, this is awesome. Alright, yep, houses are being completed like crazy now that people are needing homes. And they're actually building another one too, so looks like that home problem is taken care of. Love the little church. I guess that beats having to walk all the way into town to go to the cathedral or the old church over here. Wow, would you look at that? People are actually bringing materials over. I am delighted to see that. Okay. Well, now we're going to have to clear out the top of this area. So we'll have to wait for the loggers to come over here, clean out the top of the land, so that way we can get started on building a city here. Kind of hard to build a city with forests in the way, as you could imagine. I'll try to clear some of the forests near the river. We don't have as many loggers as we once did, but they're mostly having to travel a long distance too. We've got quite a few logging camps actually, so I know they're working. Let's take a look at what we've got for loggers. Forester, that I believe is somebody who plants. We're looking for woodcutters. So let's get some of those folks back. And that's going to be mostly for clearing land. We don't really need the wood right now. Oh, good. The Lord's Manor is going to be completed today, too. I can feel it. Yep, mostly tools just needed. And a little bit of stone. Very good. And then that means when we go on these quests, we won't have to worry about losing any sort of materials anymore. Yeah, a lot of those planks go into construction projects. What else could we trade that we have a lot of? I seem to also have a lot of wine. Every time we complete an objective, we get wine. We're also trying to import stone, import berries. Trying to import steel so we can make more tools. And we're also importing tools themselves. I guess we're just having such a big building boom in this town. I've also tried to export deer. Because I've never seen anybody in our city buy that at all. Yeah, so we're mostly we actually should be way more negative in the money. We've spent all of it on incoming goods because we're trying to make more and speed up the building process. So I guess we're doing good so far. And this, of course, is just my small, humble abode. Let's see if I can force people to take a certain pathway. Alright, so I can actually force them to take certain roads. So let's try this. I will make a nice little road here of cypress trees. Easiest way to make a straight line in this game is to just use your camera. And then just pull back like that. And then we'll make a little road there so they can actually get out. Okay, and then we'll line that with cypress trees. I guess I'll have to wait until they actually start walking where they're supposed to. And make a road out of it. Otherwise, it's hard for me to see. Hey, ma'am, stay on the road. Sir? You nerds. Well, some of them are taking the correct land. Oh, there we go. Now they're taking it. Good. Alright, let's try some cypress trees along this path. Ah, yes, of course. Lord Dino's abode. I probably need a fountain up here for, you know, everyone else. Let's put that, should we put it right in the middle, like here? Like, yeah, like right in the center of the courtyard would be nice. I think we'll just make it, like, straight off the door. Right about... like, right about here, I think, would be good. Right smack dab in the center. We'll just have to wait till we have enough cash. Alright, construction is almost complete. Just a few more of the core buildings need to be, well, one less. Looks like just 3 more core buildings, and then the extension for the front door there needs to be put down. Darn it, every time I get to 500, the game takes money away from me. I wonder if by building this building it'll bring in more cash. I'm really hoping it does. And I'm really proud to see 2 of our major construction projects being completed today. The bridge and the Lord's Manor. And to be fair, also, the rustic church was also completed too. We'll come back when we have a little bit more money. I'm going broke. All this crazy construction. Oh yes, the monastery is almost done. Very little material. Oh boy, we're going to see multiple projects get done today. This is epic. Building that bridge was a good idea. People can just walk from here up there now without having to go across, back this way, and then back across. That is epic. 2 new villagers are joining us. Good, we'll get them assigned to food production shortly. Oh, that is so cool. Alright, so this is almost done too. There's not much left on this or the monastery. Oh, this is great. So today's episode is huge. Big progress. Our economy has been fixed to the best of our abilities, and same with the happiness. The monastery is almost done. We'll be adding more to that, and same with the Lord's Manor. But the main structures are almost done, and that is so epic. Houses are being complete. Yep, that means more villagers need homes. We'll have to make some more space for them. But I'm hoping that the next few build up here, so we'll reorganize this area as soon as we get some more loggers. So we'll probably put more people on logging so we can get areas cleared up, so we can start building more homes. So let's go with that. Get some more woodcutters going. So let's try to assign a couple people here, a couple people there. Alright, everybody's assigned. Excellent. I should probably build some hedges here, shouldn't I? Ooh. Actually, we can build hedges along this way. Oh, perfect. Good, and then I'll just put some trees here or something like that. Okay, manor is pretty much done. Just need somebody to come in and swing a hammer a little bit, and we're good to go. Oh, and it looks like the envoy is here, which means we'll get out of that debt finally. I will send my troops, sir, I promise. Houses are upgrading, good. Wow, all good news. Today has been a stellar episode. If you're still watching, comment bacon and eggs down below in the comment section. Bacon and eggs, and I will heart your comment. Oh, actually, nobody's watching this far. Who am I talking to? Lord's Manor is completed, yes. Ooh, look at all this. Oh, tax collector. Oh, cool. Oh, cool. And then we can have soldiers assigned. Now, what does this mean? Soldier assigned, but then 0 out of 0. I can't seemingly assign more soldiers. Okay. Well, at least we got a tax collector now. So I think that's the tax collector, and then this is the bailiff. To deal with, like, legal issues? I don't know. Not exactly sure how that works. Okay, let's at least build a windmill. A fountain. Because we're going to need that. For epicness, of course. How else am I supposed to function in this town if I don't have my fountain? And that looks good to me. Okay, let's put down some decorative trees. Very nice. And we'll probably end up putting some other buildings around, so we'll just leave some open space behind and around. The door is a little crooked, isn't it? Well, this is like the, I don't know, like the 1500s or something like that, so, you know, we didn't have really any sort of computer equipment to do what we need to. Let's see if the monastery is done now. Oh, this has got to be very close. Looks like whoever's coming up here is bringing the final remaining bricks, polished stone, and then just regular stone needs to be delivered. Let's make this a high priority. I know everybody else is working on those homes, but we have plenty of stone, plenty of planks, plenty of logs, so whatever's needed, get it done, boys. Actually, logs go for the regular homes. And how are we doing? We must have. Yep, they're still building houses, so it fits my rule of being over 4, so thus they're building more. Ah, here we are, the final little tower being constructed on the monastery. Just needs, looks like one person is bringing over the stone, and that should be all the remaining materials. This is great! The monastery's done today, too. What a super extendo episode with wonderful, big projects completed. The bridge done, the Lord's Manor completed, monastery done, rustic church out of here, all done. Awesome, and we've got a military conquest going on. Ooh, wait a minute. Yes, look at that. Our total tax storage is now 3,600. That's not enough. I need to have more. All right, let me put another treasury down. I'm gonna need another big O treasury. Where should I put this? Should we put a separate building for the treasury? We could put actually a small little building here. Alright, we'll add on to this so that way we never have to worry about it again. Hopefully. Alright, if we do something like this. Do I have a stone door? Oh, there it is. There we are. Alright, good. That'll allow us to store even more gold. So the main building is complete, and then my little hoarding chamber for all of my extra gold is over there. Perfect. Alright, monastery. Just need somebody to be completing the construction. So with all these monuments, this is where all of our money's going to, is maintenance to the churches, maintenance to the bridge, maintenance to the Lord's Manor. It's funny, we have to pay taxes in order to collect taxes so people can pay more taxes. Soldiers are back from the mission. That's going to equal good money for us. It's going to get us right out of that debt, baby. Although it's not really that big of an issue. I've never really had an issue with that much in here. Especially with all these people buying goods all the time. Female 1814, where are you, young lady? Where are you? We need you... Ma'am, you are over here. We need you up at the monastery. The entire game is waiting on you. Where are all these builders, by the way? Shouldn't somebody else do the construction? We're waiting for her to walk around the entire lake so she can go swing a hammer 2 times. Jeez, hurry up, lady. Or at least be smarter and do stuff over there. Oh, this is not that bad of a project either. Good, so that'll be our little area hoarding stuff. And good, we got free territory, money came in, good. Let's buy some of these territories now. I'll buy land close to the monastery. I wonder if I can get people to take this way. See if we can get them to walk down here. There we go. Alright, and the monastery. We're just waiting for male 76. Paging male 76. Male 76. It's all these people on the other side of the river. Why? Why so far away? I want to see this castle get done, this monastery. Hurry up. Jeez. Alright, well, we'll add on to the monastery next time, then. Alright, everyone, thank you very much for showing your support. Thanks for clicking and tapping that like button. Greatly appreciate everyone being here. We will wait for one of these people to swing one last nail into place so we can finish the monastery and then do a couple of add-ons and remodeling to it. But this is great. Our village just looks absolutely impressive. Very, very good. So thanks as always for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Thank you, everybody. Have a great day.